Got one that can see.
Hey, I found some kind of mainstream type stories on these DEWs and microwave type weapons, but I'm gonna let you watch a little bit of them, and I just want to point out a few things, and then at the end, I actually found the smoking gun. This is the undeniable proof, because I shared a video earlier from Lookout for Charlie about these cars and metal that gets melted. And a lot of people are saying, well, cars nowadays are made different with aluminum, where back in the 80s and 90s they were metal, but that's nonsense. You can't even melt a tin can. If you know, my son actually had a fire pit out in the yard, and dozens of those little cheap, like Miller Lite type beer cans, and those never even melt from a fire, and they've, torched it in that fire pit. This has been a while back, but just watch some of this, and I just want to point out how you got to use a little discernment, because we all know that they control the opposition, but you'll see in just a second.
Energy weapons, also known as DEWs, are weapons that deploy a highly focused energy beam, including lasers, microwaves, and particle beams. After decades of research in the United States, defense contractors announced back in 2015 that these systems are expected to come online by 2020. And are currently announcing that they are ready to deploy in the field. Russia, China, India, and the UK.
Okay, one thing I want to point out is any technology that they're showing you is probably decades and decades old. They're not going to show us what they're actually using now. This is all like probably the very first generation of these type weapons. And another point I want to make is they show you these videos thinking that these are created for war against like other countries, and like in the Middle East, that it's Israel so they can protect themselves from Iran. But we all know, most of us know that we're currently in the new world order. They're just waiting for their leader, the son of perdition, to make his way on the world stage. All of these weapons, they're not for these other countries, because we know Russia, China, the United States, they're all in on it. They're all Jesuit-trained, Masonic. They're in the club. But these weapons are going to be used by the beast when his kingdom rises. Like it says in Revelation, they marvel at the beast and say, who can make war with him? Make no doubt, these weapons aren't for other countries. They're for us.
Are developing directed energy weapons as well. And Iran has had them in use since at least 2013. In 2019, Turkey was the first to officially deploy this technology in combat, when they claimed to have shot down a Chinese-made drone supplied to the Libyan National Army. On September 16th, Defense Secretary Mark Esper announced that China and Russia have...
Well, anyway, I stopped it too late, but they talk about the Space Force. They want you to think that these weapons are being deployed in space, and we all know that they can't go up past the firmament. These weapons are being deployed by like very technological type drones, and from real high altitude where you can't see them. That's how they're using them.
Already weaponized satellites with directed energy weapons.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized.
There it is, space. They want you to think that these other countries are battling each other in space, and that's just more, propaganda to keep the people in fear.
Space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more, in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
And for the past few years, many have wondered, if these advanced weapon systems have anything to do with the unprecedented fires we have seen in the past few years. Laser-based weapons are able to destroy.
See, they want you to think that it's other countries that are up in space that are nuking us, that, you know, keep the people in fear when they don't understand that it's not other countries. It's our own government that's doing it to the people.
Destroy the target with external heat. And microwave weapons are designed to penetrate the target through external antenna.
And I'll show you at the end, that's my smoking gun, is the microwave type weapons. I know all you guys have a microwave. The microwave, I mean, it was released to the public in the 70s. And I know, you know, anybody's ever put like an egg, a hard-boiled egg in there, it heats it up from inside first. You can heat something in the microwave and the outside will be cold, but the inside will be boiling. But that's what I want to show you guys towards the end. This, like I said, what I'm going to show you is basically, it's the smoking gun. There's no doubt that these fires are from the microwave and directed energy.
And sensors and ignite the internal electronics, destroying them from the inside out. This could explain how thousands of homes have rapidly burned into their own footprint, while the trees surrounding them survive. And it could explain the several cars we have seen utterly destroyed, with temperatures hot enough to liquefy glass and metal. Michael Janich, host of the YouTube Dutch Sense channel, has been researching the Earth's seismic activity for the past 10 years.
Here's another paid opposition, is Dutch Sense. I know some of you guys will probably get mad and you like him, but if you're still pushing the globe and space, then you're definitely in on it.
During the past few weeks, he has discovered satellite imagery that show an equal distance spread of fires, all starting within the same 4 hours.
4 hours? We've got ourselves an equal distance spread of fires. Here, 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 and here. So, what could cause an equal distance spread of fires? Well, only two things, Mother Nature or man, right? There's no storm in the area. You can't blame a storm. So, what could cause equal distance spaced fires to spread out across, what do you think that is, 1/3 of Idaho?
And he also discovered what looks to be a beam of light that can be seen in the infrared spectrum, like a microwave. On September 8th, a beam of light can be seen directed.
Like I said, I definitely think most of these fires are used by the microwave. I don't think it's the directed energy like type laser beams, because somebody would get video of it. You know, these microwave weapons, all they got to do is triangulate where they want to use them. And just like a microwave oven, when you're cooking your food, it's cooking, but you don't see where, you know, there's no rays or there's no flames. It's just, you can't see anything. It's just being cooked from the inside out.
To the Dolan Fire of California. The beam appears to excite the heat signature of the fire as it is held on target for over 2 hours.
Right before dawn, watch that. This is yesterday, going into this morning. This is in California.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit of this.
At the speed of a lightning strike, the precision of a surgical scalpel, with the magazine to deal with a swarm, and with the scalable effect to be able to address that threat, providing an effect all
and can do so for a fraction of the price of other missile-powered defense systems. The Iron Beam is an experimental project built by Israel. It could be used in conjunction with the Iron Dome, which launches rockets.
And we all know about the Iron Dome. It is a weapon system, but there's not Hamas rockets. It's their own rockets, and they're probably, you know, honing in their skills by blowing them up, making them blow up. They're probably using their directed energy, and they're telling everybody that they're under attack from Hamas, from Iran. But I've done videos in the past about the Iron Dome. You never see two missiles intersect one another.
And is considered one of the most advanced air defense systems in the world.
מערכת הלייזר של רפאל הוא שובר שוויון אסטרטגי למדינת ישראל וגם בעולם.
Israel says the Iron Beam could enhance its protection against threats from Iran's allies in Lebanon and Gaza. But some defense experts say the technology has several weaknesses, including its short range. To perfect the system, Israel is in
Again, all this technology they show you in these videos is decades old. They're definitely not going to show you the stuff they're using now. But I'm going to go to the beginning. This, like I said, this is the smoking gun. This was a regular video taken by a person. But check this out. Like I said, you cannot deny a forest fire will not do this to a tree.
A haunting but mesmerizing scene from the wildfires in Sonoma County. A man came across.
See how the outside of the tree is not even burnt. You see this? This is a tree sitting inside a giant microwave oven. You can't deny that.
This tree burning from the inside out. Matthew McDermott was driving around looking for escape routes as multiple fires closed in on the area he was in.
From the inside out.
A haunting but mesmerizing scene from the wildfires in Sonoma County. A man came across this tree burning from the inside out. Matthew McDermott was driving around looking for escape routes as multiple fires closed in on the area he was in.
Look at that. Wow. It's time for people to open their eyes and realize that, you know, they're not telling us what they're doing. We all know.
Burning from the inside out.
Burning from the inside out.
I am the chosen one.
One day, Jesus is coming. You may be at church. You may be at work. You may be asleep. God grant that you will be ready when he makes his personal appearance.